Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about what is it that you need to be aware of. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Please choose whichever group you are most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. If you chose the first part, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. What is it that you need to be aware of? Group number 1. Let's see here. What do you need to be aware of? I'm going to get some cards through this deck as well, and then I'll get rambling on about the messages. Okay, group number 1, what do you need to be aware of? Okay, let's see here. Group number 1, what do you need to be aware of? Okay, the messages I'm getting with these cards here, group number 1, is that, okay, I have a feeling that whatever you've got going on here with your circumstances, I'm not sure if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with your situation right now. What I'm getting, there's a feeling here of someone, what am I trying to say here? I feel that like you need to take the first step towards something, but that you're really hesitant or anxious or nervous about it is what I'm getting. But I do feel though that the way in which you're viewing your situation, I don't think it's as bad as how you're creating it to be in your mind is what I'm getting. There's something coming through here that the message I'm getting is that the first step is going to be the scariest, but again, not as much as what you've created it to be in your mind. And then it's a feeling that everything else after that first step comes about in a more effortless way is what I'm getting. So the message I'm getting here, group number 1, it's for you to not hold yourself back is what I'm getting. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do that I feel you're holding yourself back on, this message is coming through in a way for me to encourage you to do that. And again, it's not going to be as scary as what you think it is. Something like that is what I'm getting. Another message coming through here for what you need to be aware of is that, okay, how to explain this? Okay, the message I'm getting, it's something along the lines of needing to understand that different people accept love in different ways. People show love in different ways, they accept it in different ways, something like that's what I'm getting. What you need to be aware of, group number 1, is that not everybody, is going to go about things in the way that you are, right? Like there's something here about needing to understand that that someone can care about you, but maybe not show up in the way that you're expecting them to, but that doesn't mean that they don't care. Like something like that's what I'm getting. I'm wondering if you're dealing with some type of situation here. I feel like there's a connection between two people where you may be having difficulty getting on the same page, or where I feel like maybe one person within the connections may be feeling that the other person doesn't really care because they're not showing up in the way that they're thinking that they should. Something like that's what I'm getting. But again, the overall message here is that it's how this is coming through. Again, I don't think things are as bad as how you feel they are or how you're creating it to be in your mind. I'm not sure if you're dealing with some type of misunderstanding. That's another message coming through here. I feel that, again, there's difficulty in getting on the same page with someone, looking at something from the same perspective. I almost feel like any conflict, difficulties, or challenges that you're going through right now, it seems or feels unnecessary, is what I'm getting, or especially to the degree that it is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see what else we get here. Group number 1, what is it that you need to be aware of? Okay. Yeah, something's going on here, group number 1, where you feel out of your element. Like you're not feeling confident and secure with what it is you've got going on or what it is that you're contemplating doing, right? Whatever this kind of first step is. Yeah, I think you're feeling really hesitant or nervous or something like that, anxious about it. Let's see what else we get here. What do you need to be aware of? Okay, let me see here. Okay, group number 1, what do you need to be aware of? Okay, let me see here. Okay, another message I'm getting, this feels like it's coming through as a separate message. If this is linked and connected to everything I've been rambling on about, then take it to how it resonates to your situation. But what I'm getting here, for some of you, you need to be aware that someone may be like copying you or trying to like steal your ideas or take credit for something that you've done, is what I'm getting. What else is coming through here? Yeah, there's some type of energy here of someone taking something that doesn't belong to them. What else is coming through here? What is it that you need to be aware of? Group number 1. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. For a very small amount of you, I don't feel that this is the majority of the energy here. For some of you, what you need to be aware of, and I'm hesitant to say this because I don't want to, instill fear in people to where it doesn't need to be there. But for some of you, you need to be aware that if you are in a connection with someone, there may be someone trying to steal your partner, is what I'm getting, okay? There could be someone trying to, kind of lure your person away from you. Something like that's what I'm getting. The stronger message, though, coming through here, it's more where I feel like someone's trying to copy you or imitate you. Someone's trying, again, to steal your ideas. And again, take credit for something that you've done. So I don't take that to how it resonates. Let's see what else we get here. Group number 1. Okay, what is it that you need to be aware of? Yeah, you need to be aware of selfish advice. Okay, you could be linked and connected to someone that doesn't have your best interests at heart, and that they may go about things in a way that it's done in a selfish way. It's more so that the outcome's what they want. So just be aware that when it's all said and done, you're trusting yourself above and beyond anyone else, because there's just something with that card. It just makes me feel that, you may be linked and connected to someone that's trying to convince you to go about things in a particular way because it's going to be what's best for them. So just be aware of that. Yes, oh my God. Okay, group number 1, you need to trust your instincts here, okay? Things are not what they seem, okay? And then again, take it back to that card there. I don't know, I just feel like there might be some kind of sneaky, kind of sketchy energy around you. And again, this can be to varying degrees, but I just feel like you very much need to trust yourself, and that, what else am I getting here? Pay attention to your dreams as well, is what I'm getting, okay? They could be very telling. And there's something here, you need to be aware. I feel like you need to gain clarity on something. Things feel clouded. I feel like there's a certain level of confusion here, is what I'm getting. And so definitely trust your instincts. Trust your intuition on kind of how things are unfolding here, because I don't know, things just aren't clear. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get here. Group number 1. What is it that you need to be aware of? Okay. I feel that you need to be aware of the company that you keep, is what I'm getting. Something's just coming through here that something feels unnecessary. I feel like there's an excessive amount of something, and it feels like, again, there's some type of difficulty or challenge coming through here in the reading, but again, it feels unnecessary. So again, on some level, I don't know if you're doing this to yourself, right? You're kind of getting yourself all overwhelmed and overthinking something, blowing something out of proportion in your mind, is what I'm getting. But then, I don't know, we take it back to this card here. For some of you, be aware of not getting yourself all wrapped up within drama and just all of that kind of chaotic type of energy. What do you need to be aware of? There's something coming through here where I feel like there's some type of interference, is what I'm getting. And again, I don't know, this is a really weird energy, because again, I feel that you feel you're outside of your element within something. You may feel like you're just kind of going through this situation blindly almost, right? Like you don't really know what you're doing, and I don't know. But then again, I feel like you're linked and connected to someone that may try to lead you astray, is what I'm getting. So just be very aware of that. And I don't know, no matter how we look at it, taking it back to this card, there's just something about it, even if it's only to the tiniest little degree, that I feel you need to be aware of, right? Like this energy, it's not supporting you, is what I'm getting. It feels like it takes from you. Something like that's what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. What is it that you need to be aware of? Group number 2, what do you need to be aware of? Let's see what else we get with these cards. Group number 2, what is it that you need to be aware of? Okay, let me see here. What do you need to be aware of? Okay, I'm wondering if you are looking at a situation in a very strict, rigid way. And for some of you, I'm wondering if your desired outcome within something, if you feel that there may be difficulty in achieving a desired outcome within something. For some of you, what you need to be aware of, I feel that you're looking at something in too strict of a way, right? That there's shades of gray, right? That can be taken into consideration here, but I feel like someone, again, is looking at something in a very strict way. There's something coming through here where, again, I don't feel that the energy needs to be so like harsh and final. There's something coming through here of an extremely happy, positive outcome to something. And I feel that this is coming about in a way that you almost feel that it's not going to happen, is what I'm getting. It is. It almost feels like a sigh of relief, or it is. It's where you know what you want for an outcome, right? But you think, okay, there's no way this is going to happen. And it's a feeling that if this positive outcome doesn't happen, you know that you're not going to like where you're sitting and what those circumstances would be if you don't get that positive outcome. So I feel like someone's in this energy, again, looking at something, I feel, from a very limiting perspective. And I feel like that energy is not needed at all. Again, like there's this positive energy and outcome coming about. And I feel like you're just going to be so happy with the outcome of something. Let's see what else comes through. What do you need to be aware of? Group number 2, what do you need to be aware of? Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. This is interesting that these two cards came out together. They have the complete opposite energy. Like 100%. Like if I had this card and it's like, which one's the opposite? It's this one, okay? The messages I'm getting here with these cards, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but the one energy, it's talking about what I feel would be someone feeling very, very shy, a bit nervous, hesitant to speak on something, to fully express themselves. They very much hold themselves back, is what I'm getting. But then the other energy, it feels like oversharing. Like it feels like there's too much of something, like there's too much energy, or someone's talking too much or saying too much, oversharing, something like that's what I'm getting. But then the other energy, it's a feeling someone has so much to say, but they don't. They keep their mouth closed. So something like that is what I'm getting. What do you need to be aware of? Group number 2. Okay, I'm going to pull another card to see if I can kind of link this together to see what's going on here, because I'm only just getting it to what it is, right? That there's an opposite in the energy here. And then again, but even then, take it back to this card, right? Where it seems like it's from one extreme to the next. There's a feeling here, something that someone's viewing in a way as being right or wrong, good or bad, yes or no. Again, it's, like I said, there's no gray areas here, right? It's this or it's that. Something like that's what I'm getting. What do you need to be aware of? Okay, I'm going to pull another card, but what I feel you need to be aware of is that there needs to be a balance within this energy. So I don't know what's going on here. It's, again, I feel like there's one person not saying anything and the next person's just kind of running their mouth or something. So let's see what else we get here. Or I feel like someone wants to say something, but they're not saying it. Let's see what else we get here. What do you need to be aware of? Group number 2. Oh my God. There's a severe imbalance in energy. So, what am I getting here? What do you need to be aware of? Again, it's what I just said. So there needs to be a balance within this energy. Something's coming through here. This is a little bit more of a specific message, but for some of you, okay, I don't know if this is your energy or someone you're linked and connected to, right? Take it to how it fits for what you have going on. I don't know if someone's trying to silence you. If there's something that you want to say and express, and the other person's like, yeah, I'm going to need you to keep your mouth shut. Something's not right here. Again, there's a severe imbalance in the energy. Again, I don't know. This is weird. But then take it back to this card and it feels like, again, there's a positive outcome to something. But I don't know how, based on these energies, because the energy, there's nothing balanced about it. What do you need to be aware of? Okay. Let me see here. Group number 2. What do you need to be aware of? Okay. How do I word this? The type of message coming through here, it's a feeling of, okay, I don't know why this is kind of coming through in a harsh way. There's some type of message here where I feel like if you're the type of person where you're constantly talking, you might want to just sit and listen for a bit, or the other way around. It's a feeling like if you always feel like you're being silenced or you don't have a voice or something like that you need to speak up. I feel like someone's trying to silence someone. I don't know. Something's not right here. I'm going to pull another card. Let's see what else we get here. I'm going to pull one more card to kind of wrap up this section of the reading. Let's see what else we get here. What do you need to be aware of? Something's not fair is what I'm getting here. What do you need to be aware of? Okay. Group number 2. What you need to be aware of, I feel that there needs to be a shift and change within your priorities, or how do I word this? Okay, I almost like what I'm getting here with this card. This is a feeling of something being so important to someone, right? Like it sits real high on the list, but it's a feeling that maybe you really don't feel that way anymore. Like that I feel like something has changed in how someone's thinking and feeling about something, but it's a feeling that, how do I word it? Yes. Okay. Let me backpedal. For some of you, again, to how you're thinking and feeling about someone or something, I feel that something has changed internally within someone, but that the outside circumstances haven't changed. There's a feeling here that, again, the order of importance of things needs to be shifted, is what I'm getting. It's a feeling that, maybe something that used to sit kind of at the bottom of the list, maybe that really is more important to you now, and that you want that to sit higher on the list, but that means that something else has to be shifted, right? Something like that's what I'm getting. Another message coming through here, group number 2, for what you need to be aware of, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay if you've been thinking, feeling, and believing whatever for whatever amount of time. If you woke up this morning and you're like, you know what, that doesn't resonate with me anymore, then you don't have to hold tight to that. Do you know what I mean? Like you can change your mind. You can switch things up. Something like that's what I'm getting. Don't feel that you have to continue going about things in the way that you have. That things can change, you can change, and that it's okay if you change your mind. Something like that's what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. What is it that you need to be aware of? Let's see here, group number 3. What do you need to be aware of? Okay, group number 3, what you need to be aware of. Okay, the messages I'm getting with these cards here, what you need to be aware of is that I feel you need to be more kind and loving towards yourself, that you need to have more compassion towards yourself. I feel that healing is needed. I feel that something's happened here that, I don't know, either shattered your heart in a million pieces or that you're just feeling wounded emotionally. Something's coming through here where I feel that you're sad. Something like that's coming through in the reading. I feel like someone's dealing with a very difficult situation that's affecting them on an emotional level. And what you need to be aware of is that you're going to get through this. That's what I'm getting, okay? You need to be aware that your heart's not going to feel broken forever, that you will heal, that you'll be able to move on from whatever this difficult situation is. And another message I'm getting here is that there's something, okay, what do you need to be aware of, group number 3? Okay, there's a feeling here of there being like a fairy tale ending for you, is what I'm getting. It feels like a dream come true, something that would make your heart so happy. And it feels unbelievable to how positive it's coming through in the reading. It feels that you think it's not possible. Like the amount of love and dream come true type of feeling coming through here. I feel like some of you don't feel that's possible for you. I feel because of how much you're hurting. Something like that's what I'm getting. This is a feeling of, again, this fairy tale ending. I feel like no matter what happens, you're happy with the outcome. So how do I word this? Okay, so this doesn't matter who it's linked and connected to. That's the way this message is coming through, okay? So yeah, let's say you've had your heart shattered in a million pieces and you want the person that broke it to be the one that heals it and you can run off into the sunset together, okay? If that's what's meant for you and it aligns in that way, then that's what you're going to get. That's going to be your fairy tale ending. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, what was I rambling on about? So what I was saying is that, again, there's going to be this fairy tale ending for you. So again, whether you run off into the sunset with whatever person you have on your mind, that's fine. If that doesn't play out that way, again, you still come out on top. It doesn't matter. It's a feeling that if something doesn't work out with one person, then that's not your person. This feels like, how to explain it? It doesn't even seem possible. This is coming through in a way to where I feel that the universe is working for you. Like the universe, like behind the scenes, they're aligning everything so that you get exactly what your heart wants. This is something that there's no doubt. Like this is going to be where you just know, like this is your person, this is who you're meant to be with, or whatever situation you're dealing with, right? Like it's going to feel 100% right. That's what I'm getting. yeah, I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's kind of rambled on long enough about that. Let's see what else we get here. But it just, yeah, it just feels like a dream come true type of situation or outcome for you. Group number 3, what do you need to be aware of? Okay, yeah. Okay, group number 3. The way this is coming through in the reading, it's, okay, let me backpedal. I'm not trying to minimize any type of pain, right, that you're going through or facing. But this is coming through so clearly that it ultimately doesn't matter. And I'm not saying that in an insensitive way. Like, I'm saying it to how this feels in a factual way. Like, this is coming through in a way that you're going to heal fully to whatever's going on here. So that's making you feel sad. You're going to be able to completely heal and move on from it. So again, whether that's linked and connected to whoever you've got going on within your world right now, then that's fine. But if not, don't stay sad for too long, because this means that wasn't your person. Like, there's someone even better for you, is what I'm getting. What do you need to be aware of? Don't settle. That's what I'm getting. That's a strong, strong message. Don't settle, group number 3. Because again, the universe wants you to have what you want, what's going to make your heart happy. And again, I feel like there's a lot going on behind the scenes. I feel like the universe is just trying to, again, align everything for you. So again, you get what your heart wants. For some of you, I don't know, there may be some difficulties and challenges on that path, but what this tells me is 100% worth it. Like, I don't know. Again, this isn't a set in stone message, so don't run with it if it doesn't feel that it resonates for you. But for the majority of you, this is coming through in a way that I'm wondering, it's a feeling, okay, this is coming through a little bit more specifically, but the scenario that I'm getting, this is a feeling of two people, right, that are in a connection, and don't get me wrong, I think there's love there, right? I feel like for the most part, it's an okay situation or whatever, but this is a feeling that for some of you, I wonder if someone else has your heart. This is a feeling that you may actually feel that you're settling being with this one person over here. You know that your heart belongs to this other person over here. And what I'm getting with these cards, that's okay. As I'm talking, that's what it is. For some of you, I wonder if you're in this energy of kind of contemplating or considering settling for someone because you feel that you can't be with the person that truly has your heart. But then again, to take it back to that other message where I feel like the universe is aligning everything for you, that's what I'm getting. This is a feeling of you ending up with the person you're truly meant to be with. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull some more cards. Yeah, I don't know. That's coming through, so that might be linked into someone's story. And it is. This is coming through in a way that if that's resonating with you, you know that you're lying to yourself if you tell yourself anything different, is what I'm getting, right? Yeah, for some of you, you're with someone right now, but you're in love with someone else. That's what I'm getting. And for some of you, again, I feel like the universe is going to align things in such a way that you end up being with the person that you're actually in love with. That's what's coming through. But again, it's coming through so strongly that I feel for the majority of you, you can't wrap your head around it. Based on whatever your circumstances are, maybe what you know of this other person's circumstances, right? You feel that the chances of you winning the lottery 8 times in a row and owning 3 pet unicorns are greater than you ever being able to be with this other person. But that's because anyone in that energy, right, we would be looking at it from a very limiting perspective, right? Where the universe, there are no limits. So the energy can be manipulated in a different way for you to get your outcome. See what else we get here. What do you need to be aware of? Yeah, what do you need to be aware of? Group number 3. Okay, let me see here. What do you need to be aware of? Okay. Take these messages to how they resonate. I feel that this next message coming through, that it's separate. If for some reason this does make sense to you to link and connect it, then run with it. But I feel this is kind of a separate type of energy coming through. What I'm getting here, that for what you need to be aware of, group number 3, is that there's something. Okay. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, is what I'm getting. I feel for some of you, you may be stuck in this energy of only wanting people to see or kind of notice what your strengths are, right? That for some of you, you may be in this kind of desperate energy of kind of going about things in any type of way that you're not found out, right? To whatever you feel your weaknesses are. Something like that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like someone's just feeling really insecure and not feeling confident about their circumstances, or more so to what I feel is being asked of you. That you feel like, what I'm getting with these cards, this is a feeling that someone's asking something of someone that I feel ultimately they would have no problem or issue doing, right? Like they'll do it. That's not a problem. They don't know how to do it. Something like it's a weakness for them. It's something, it's not their strong suit. Something like that's what I'm getting. But then it's a feeling that they may feel embarrassed within that energy. So then they try to just kind of like shift the energy or present themselves in a different way, or present just different information or something in a way to almost disguise how they're truly feeling, because again, they feel insecure. They feel like their weakness is showing in some type of way. I don't know exactly what this is linked and connected to. I hope it makes sense. But what I'm getting overall here is that if that's resonating with you and that's your energy, there's something coming through here that for you to not be so hard on yourself. Yes. Okay. Yeah. If I take it back to that card as well, yeah, there's just something coming through here. What you need to be aware of, it's about you being kinder to yourself, being more gentle with yourself. Because I feel like you're going through a difficult time. And that, yeah, just don't be so hard on yourself. Something like that's what I'm getting. And don't feel that you have to be absolutely perfect. You know, something like that's coming through. And another message here for what you need to be aware of. Okay, I don't know why I didn't get this immediately. Okay, group number 3. What you need to be aware of is that for some of you, again, you feel that you're not good enough within something, or you feel like you don't have enough of something, or you need more of this, more of that to feel confident within your circumstances. But what these cards are telling me, you have everything you need. You don't need anything more, like absolutely nothing. Exactly who you are, what you've got going on, whatever it is, that the sky's the limit for you, is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like that you're limiting yourself, or I don't know if there's self-sabotage going on here or something like that. But yeah, there's a feeling here that what you need to be aware of, I feel that there's a lot that you have around you to be grateful for, or a lot around you to appreciate, like that you could appreciate or something like that, but you're not noticing it. Something like that's what I'm getting. There is, I don't know exactly what this is linked and connected to, but it feels that there's an abundance of something very positive that you have about you or surrounding you, but that you're not using it to your advantage, or not noticing it, maybe taking it for granted. Something like that is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. What do you need to be aware of? Okay. Let me see here. What am I getting with this card? What do you need to be aware of? Group number 3. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what this is linked and connected to, but it's giving me a feeling of like secret information, or more like secret communication or something like that's what I'm getting. This, how do I word this? This is coming through in a way of, how do I explain it? Oh my God, I don't know how to word it. There's some type of message here that, oh my God, how do I word it? Okay, let me word it this way. I feel like there's 2 people, and it's a feeling that you're able to communicate with each other in a way that other people are unaware of it, or something like that, or even, okay, let me word it this way. Even if this was something where there's other people around, you may be able to communicate with this person to where the other person knows what you're thinking and feeling, or kind of what you mean by however you present yourself, but other people wouldn't be aware of it. It would be like where there's an inside joke, or that this could even be where, okay, sometimes if you know someone really well, you could just give them a look and they know what you mean or how you're thinking and feeling. Or they could just kind of say one word and you'd be like, yeah, I know what that means. But it's something to where like other people, like they wouldn't pick up on it. They don't know what's going on. Something like that's what I'm getting. I don't know why you need to be aware of that, but something like that's what I'm getting. There's just a feeling here of, I feel like there's a special connection or bond. And it's a feeling that there's a special way like that you communicate, or that you connect with this person in a different way, kind of in a special, unique way, or something like that, that you don't connect with other people. So something like that's what I'm getting. I don't know exactly what that's all about. Hopefully it makes more sense to you. But those are the messages coming through for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.